Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and I hope you guys liked my thumbnail there. I was pretending to hold a belt buckle even though I don't have one, because we are reviewing a King Ranch F-150 today. Before we get in this video though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Ford Lincoln here in Provo, Utah for giving me some time with this truck. I'm going to include a link to their inventory in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions, just ask for John Jenks. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood of this particular King Ranch is the Power Boost, which is a hybrid twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6 paired to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are 430 horsepower and then 570 pound-feet of torque, with fuel economy being 23 around town and then 23 on the highway. Now, before we go over the front end, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So first off, starting with the hood, you guys can see it's got the normal F-150 hood design. It's nothing too crazy there, but I do like the metallic flake in the paint. So taking a look at the front, you guys can see we've got the upgraded headlights with the daytime running lights, and then look at the chrome trim here with the grille, and then you guys can see like the brown trim that goes across, and then you got the fog lights down below with the chrome bumper, chrome tow hooks, parking sensors, all of that. So putting it all together, you guys can see you've got a few custom touches with the coloration, but for the most part, it kind of looks like a Lariat. Now coming around the side here, our tire and wheel setup is 275, 60, 20 in the front and over in the rear as well. You guys can see here with the wheels, you got chrome, and of course you got the King Ranch logo there in the center. Got the normal F-150 fenders, and then you guys can see King Ranch F-150 badge here. Power Boost down below, and then notice this truck is two-tone here, so you've got the bottom portion which is painted a slightly different color. Chrome on the mirrors, and then the door handles as well. And then if we take a few steps back, you guys can see the full side profile here with the truck with the two-tone and everything. It looks really cool actually. Now taking a look at the key fob here, you guys can see you've got the Ford logo there on the back. We've got our unlock and our lock function, remote start. We've got the drop down here for the tailgate as well, which we'll press that right now. Now taking a look at the bed area, you guys can see we've got all of the rulers here on the back. You guys can see we've got the tailgate step as well. And then we've got our LED bed lights in here. This one has the Pro Power on board. No bed liner, but that's something that you can easily add. And then my favorite part is the fact that you can raise that up automatically. Now taking a look at the taillights here, you guys can see full LEDs. Notice FX4 off-road there on the side, and then King Ranch here on the back, which is really cool. Parking sensors here at the bottom, then you guys can see the exhaust tip poking out the side. And wrapping things up, let me know what you guys think about the look of the King Ranch, but I think it's a really sharp looking truck overall. Now taking a look at the door panel here in the rear, you guys can see with the stitching and the piping that goes across, and then look at the leather trim down below. I love the coloration, and you've got like the cowhide texture on this, so it gives it more of a cowboy feel. Speaking of cowboy feel, again, King Ranch logo there, and you guys can see perforated all down the center. I love the two-tone design on these seats. Still have normal F-150 functionality, so you can lift up the seat for storage underneath, and then you got the flat loading floor in front. Legroom back here is really solid. You got a little storage pocket. And then you guys can see the cup holders here in the back. We've got heated seats here with some vents, some power outlets as well. And then, of course, we've got our cup holder armrest. And again, look at the texture on that leather. It's pretty cool. And then, if you're wondering, headroom's also good. Now, taking a look at the door panel itself, you guys can see here with the stitching and the piping, then also down below as well. King Ranch logo there. And then notice window controls, front to automatic. You've got all of your mirror adjustments. They do power fold in, and then memory seat function. And then we do have blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. Now, for those of you wondering, payload capacity on this is 1,312 pounds. Towing capacity with this truck, it's got a 3.73 axle ratio. I might be off by a little bit, but I think that puts it around like 10 or 11,000 pounds with towing. Now, taking a look at the front seats, you got the speaker on the headrest, and then again, King Ranch right there. And then notice with all of the leather, I think it looks really good. Then you've got your power adjustments here on the side. Another King Ranch logo. They're everywhere. You got your parking brake right here with the pedal adjustment, light controls, mirror lights, tailgates, drop down. And then look at the kind of finish on the trim. And then the steering wheel's power adjustable. Now taking a look at the steering wheel itself, we've got really nice leather trim all around. And again, brown in coloration like everything else. King Ranch logo yet again. Some controls for the center stack. You got your adaptive cruise control, volume controls, all that. Turn signal, windshield wiper stock as well. Now being a loaded up F-150, we've got the full digital gauge cluster, which you can see, you can scroll through different menus here, see different bits of info on the truck itself. And then you have all the normal F-150 drive modes with the King Ranch as well, so none of that changes. This truck also happens to have a 360 camera system, so you guys can see the little bird's eye view there and the backup view. And then you can see out of a bunch of different angles with the truck as well, which is pretty cool. And if I actually put the truck in park and then press the camera button, you can see we've got all the front views that'll pop up on top of that. So good camera system. And I guess we'll go over the rest of the infotainment system. So it's Ford's larger display. Notice this is where you control the Pro Power board. You can also do stuff with the running boards as well. Response time of the screen's great. It's got a shortcut bar here at the bottom, and then you got the little auxiliary tab here off to the side, and then up above you guys can see here for the outlet stuff right there. And then we've got that for your camera system, parking sensors, hazard lights, stability control, and then your hill descent control. Now we do have the trailer backup set up, and then you guys can see with the trailer brake controls, and then our drive line select. So we have 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel high, 4-wheel auto, 4-wheel low, and then your rear locking differential because it says the FX4 package. And then we've got our volume controls here. We've got our dual zone climate controls, heated seats, cooled seats. No heated steering wheel on this particular one though. And then we got more wood trim with another King Ranch logo. They're everywhere. Wireless phone charging pad as well. And then you guys can see here with the shifter, again, more of that brown leather trim. It's got the fold down function, a couple cup holders right next to it. And then look at this King Ranch yet again. It's a good storage space. And I do like the leather trim on this. It's very like, got a very nice feel to it. And then look at the glove box. You guys can see again with all the King Ranch logos. They're pretty solid with that. And then you can see all the trim that goes around. And then also there's like more leather trim here on the dash. And then at the very top we do have a power sliding rear window, sunglass holder, and then full panoramic sunroof. Now here's a window sticker for this King Ranch F-150. You guys can see this is a 601A equipment group. It's got quite a few options added to it. And you can see the base MSRP, $66,800. After all options, this one stickers for $82,455. Let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility before you set off. Here's your visibility over the hood. Both the mirrors do a blind spot monitoring. And then throughout the rest of the rear. And, well, let us set off in the King Ranch. Such a cool truck. I like these Western themed trucks because they're more exciting than your standard trucks. Like every single truck nowadays is white, silver, black with black interior. Whereas, I mean, this is a white truck, but I mean, this interior's fun, right? I feel like this is an interior that's just, I don't think I'd get bored of it over time. Whereas the black interior, I just think it gets dull as time goes on. That's just my personal opinion. But being a King Ranch, this drives like every other fully loaded F-150, so really good absorption with the shocks, and seat comfort's really good too. I wonder, features, no, I don't see anything there. No massaging seats. Sad day. But with the power boost, it's quick. Doesn't have massaging seats, but it's quick. Just double checking. I don't think I saw. Yeah. Maybe it'll have it again once supply is better with everything. But I will say it gets up and moves at a really, really solid pace. I like the feel of the steering wheel too. I'm actually, so this is funny. You know, back in the day, I didn't really like the cowhide texture with leather trim. I was more of a fan of the, you know, like smooth leather trim, but now I like the cowhide texture more because it holds up better over time. Gosh, power boost is so fast. Yeah, I think this just holds up way better over time. I've noticed, because like I'll review used cars that'll have like the smooth leather and it just doesn't look nearly as good as like this cowhide stuff. This cowhide stuff seems to just do better. So to fully sum things up, you know, again, if you want like more of a quote unquote basic luxury truck look, you want the, you know, the chrome look on the outside, you want a Western theme, that's what the King Ranch provides. So if that's what you're looking for, that's what this provides. And let me know if you like this package more, or this would be an interesting one. I did do a comparison with this against the Platinum, but still, would you choose this, or would you choose a Platinum with like the Platinum's brown interior? Because that's, I mean, it's not the same as a King Ranch, but it's also very similar. Let me know. I'll see you.